Hello friends, welcome back to the bench. Thank you very much for joining me. Our patient is a Klon KTR guitar pedal. We did some work on it before and we concluded that this potentiometer and this potentiometer are faulty. That's why it doesn't work, that's why we don't have control. Now I also took this one apart to measure it, and indeed we don't have connection between here and the pins, the pins over here on some of them, which doesn't make so much sense to me. I mean, the reason most likely is because it was hit over here and it probably just broke here somewhere, right? The PCB broke. But finding a replacement for these is actually pretty challenging. The closest one I found is this. It's nearly identical, but as you can see, not identical, right? So we don't have a thread over here, and this peg is much longer. But let's replace them and see if that resolves the problem, and then we'll worry about how to actually make it work. Now I also disassembled this one. Come on now, there, right? And it looks the same, right? So it should be identical. This is 100K, so it should be fine. So now we're gonna replace it. I have a replacement over here for 4 pins and another one for not this one, this one, and this one. 4 legs and 8 legs, or 6 legs. Now this one does have a thread over here, so we can install it properly. And I didn't open it, but I expect it's the same, and that's pretty much all we can do over here, right? So we'll see if this doesn't resolve the problem, then probably that's going to be it for it. Even though it's a really simple circuit, but with analog electronics sometimes it is pretty challenging, more challenging than digital electronics. Now, as far as the board, as you can see, I did a little short over here because I removed the power socket, or whatever it's called. As you can see, I melted it a little bit. So when you put the plug in, I think these two are shorting. Yeah, right. So that's why we shorted them here. But you have to take it off because, as you can see, it is blocking the access to the potentiometer. However, first we need to replace this, then replace the potentiometer. Otherwise, we won't be able to replace this if we put the potentiometer first. So it's a pretty bad design. Plus, this shouldn't actually be here in the first place. So, oh, and hang on. So potentiometer is on the other side. Yeah. So this one goes here, like this. And we need to clean it. Looks like I left some solder over here, so it's going to be tough. The rest over here is clean. Now we're going to use my latest invention. Look how uniform this is. This is my best flux to date. It works super awesome. It's a little smoky. It's more smoky than chemical flux, but at least it smells a lot better. All right, then we need to remove this potentiometer, and again, it is not gonna be easy because we're sharing ground with this, or the ground is actually underneath. That's crazy. So I'm not sure if I see it now. Yeah, so this was soldered from this side only, because if you solder this on, then you cannot solder on the barrel jack. But if you solder on barrel jack, then you cannot solder this from the other side. So it's catch-22. Yeah, it's really sorry, as a non-designer, non-electronics engineer, I say this is a really bad design of the PCB. A $1,000 device. Although, in full fairness, because I got more info from the customer since we last worked on it. This pedal has been purchased by roughly roughly like $260 or something like that. So that was quite a few years ago, and that was before that hype train for these. So now they are $1,000, but the customer didn't pay $1,000 for this, and the customer said he wouldn't pay $1,000 for it. Now I created a bridge over here because that's why the battery wasn't working. The way it works, the ground is routed through here. So when you put in the input, your guitar, and you're shorting essentially these two, and that provides the ground. So even if you turn on the device on the battery, it will not turn on until you plug in the guitar, which is a nice touch actually. I like that. And that's why it was so confusing to me. And the same with here. If you put the power in over here, then these two are shorting out, so the battery circuit is bypassed. Alrighty, now let's get to it. It's gonna take a little while, but with my new flux it's a lot easier. But the main challenge over here is that the stuff is on both sides and it's kind of interlocking. So we'll see. Let's get to it. Alrighty, the potentiometer replacement did the trick. It turned out to only be the potentiometers. Now, how do we test it? I didn't actually do the oscilloscope. So this is on, and this is gain. That worked before. This is treble. And the gain. Okay, it's very hard to do with the gloves, but I must say it does sound pretty cool. Okay, I'm not gonna be trying to play with my gloves on, plus I'm getting my son's guitar dirty from flux and stuff. But looks like this was the only issue. We good. This actually took way longer than it should. We spent a lot of time, way too much time diagnosing and reverse engineering, then removing those components and replacing them. Horrible, absolutely horrible design. I do not recommend, but it does sound awesome. I must say this this really sounds awesome. Alrighty, we're gonna stop here. We just need to reassemble it, but I'm just gonna do it off camera. I'm not gonna bore you with that. And we're gonna ship it back to the customer. Now it's gonna be a pickle to figure out how much to charge for this, because I thought it was a $1,000 device. It is at that. All right, looks like my microphone broke. Looks like probably the cable. I put some deoxide on it, but I replaced the microphone alone, and as you can see, it works fine. So, which is a good thing, because that means the transmitter is working correctly. Anyways, what I was trying to say was that it's going to be a pickle to evaluate the repair, because the device is technically like a $1,000 device, but the customer bought it for like $250, $260, something like that. So it wouldn't be fair to evaluate the repair based on the current value of the device. So I'm gonna have to think about it. But we just need to pack it up, ship it back, and thank you for your business. Happy playing. It really sounds awesome. I love it. If it wasn't ridiculously expensive, I would probably buy one of these. But on the other hand, I can build one of these as well. So we'll see. Maybe I will, or maybe I'll build something even better. But that's it for now. Thank you guys very much for watching. I do appreciate you, and I shall see you in the next one.